On se met debout pour accueillir la légende Elvis Temayo. Quelle escorte! Mais alors, quelle escorte! Quelle escorte! Monsieur Elvis Temayo.
Merci. On applaudit pour la salle. Je tiens d'abord...
Let's meet up in Dallas.
Over to you, Dallas. Now it's yours and the power.
All Bamileke Convention Dallas 2024. We will take all measures to ensure that the party is exceptional for you and for your children. Bring your children to the biggest cultural event of the Bamileke people and introduce them to the culture and tradition of their people. Visit to museums, free access to the cultural evening, and special daycare during the gala evening. Make your reservations now and see you in Dallas.
Bonjour, bonsoir. Je suis Carlos Moser, de World Citizen. Écoutez, nous sommes rendus aujourd'hui à la 4e édition de la ABC, la All Bamileke Convention. Nous allons parler de tout cela avec nos amis qui vont nous rejoindre dans un instant. Souvenez-vous, la première édition, nous étions à Atlanta en 2019 et puis 2022, on s'est retrouvé à Denver et souvenez-vous, juste l'année passée, on était à Los Angeles pour la ABC LA 2023. Aujourd'hui, nous allons être avec les leaders de la ABC aux États-Unis d'Amérique et en Amérique du Nord. On parlera donc de l'histoire de la ABC avec tous les chairmans et les présidents qu'on a invités, qu'on a pu avoir. On leur remercie pour leur disponibilité. Et pour driver ce show live, nous serons donc avec Mirande Esso que j'accueille à l'instant. Bonjour Mirande.
Hello, Carlos. How are you?
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mirande Esso. I'm very happy and pleased to be co-hosting this interview with you, Carlos. How are you? Are you excited about ABC?
Yeah, yes, thank
I
you.
am. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to hear what they have to tell us.
Et tout de suite, on va accueillir donc nos invités qui ont accepté, n'est-ce pas, qui ont donné de leur temps, n'est-ce pas, pour échanger et surtout pour éduquer, n'est-ce pas, la communauté Bamileke du Cameroun. Alors, j'accueille donc tout de suite Monsieur Nicolas Capsé. Il est le président de la FABA Dallas. Bonne arrivée, président.
Welcome,
Bonsoir,
President.
Oh, thank you, Miranda. Bonsoir, Carlos. Bonsoir à tout le monde. Je suis vraiment très heureux d'être ici. Merci pour l'opportunité. Et j'espère qu'ensemble, nous allons débattre toutes les questions de ABC et trouver des solutions adéquates à tous les problèmes de ABC. Merci une fois de plus de m'avoir ici sur votre antenne.
Sur le même panel, Monsieur Christian Tagne est avec nous. Il est le chairman de Denver 2022 et il est le président de Bingham, Colorado. Bonne arrivée, Christian.
Merci à vous pour l'invitation. Comme je le dis toujours, c'est un plaisir pour moi de me retrouver avec des confrères et homologues.
Bonsoir, Monsieur le Président.
Bonne arrivée. Et puis donc, Justin Gemtio, il est le président de la CALBA, la California Bamileke Association, il est avec nous. Bonne arrivée, Justin.
Bonsoir Carlos, bonsoir Miran. Je suis très heureux d'être présent parmi vous ce soir pour qu'ensemble on puisse discuter anything related to ABC Dallas 2024.
Okay, well, our panel is not complete. I would like to welcome Dr. Eric Jonkwe, the initiator of ABC North America. He is the former president of the Association of Bamilekes in Atlanta, and he is the first chairperson of ABC Atlanta 2019. Welcome, Dr. Eric Jonkwe.
Thank you, Miran. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you all for the invitation. I also want to thank my brothers and sisters that are joining us for this interview. It is a pleasure that we are here gathered today to talk about something that we cherish much, something that is very close to our heart, which is the All-Bamileke Convention of North America.
Okay. Also, we would like to welcome Dr. Rodrigue Yonga, who is the former president of CALBA and who is the most recent chairperson of ABC 2023 Los Angeles. Welcome, Dr. Rodrigue Yonga.
Thank you, Miran. Thank you, Carlos. Glad to be here.
Okay, and to make our panel complete, we would like to welcome the coordinator of ABC, Mr. George Gwenya, who is the coordinator. Welcome, Mr. George.
Hey, Miran and Carlos, thank you very much for having me on board. Thank you very much for having us on board, me and my team here. Fellow panelists, it's always a pleasure to sit and converse with you guys, and and we appreciate a lot that you give us this opportunity to talk about our cherished All Bamileke Convention of North America. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so our panel is complete, right, Carlos? Notre panel est complet.
Yes.
So we will go right into it. So we will start with, of course, we need to start at the top. So we will go with our coordinator, Mr. George Gwenya. Can you please tell us what is ABC? How did it start and where do we stand now?
Once again, Miran, thanks for this opportunity. Frankly speaking, those are loaded questions. How did ABC start? This journey started with an initial convention in 2019 in Atlanta. This journey was initiated by our fellow panelists here, Dr. Eric Jongwe, who took up the responsibility and the initiative to contact association presidents across North America and invited them to come over to Atlanta for our initial gathering, that they should come over for a conversation. So he successfully put this conversation in place. That was in 2019 in Atlanta, and 20 associations in North America respected that invitation and they were present. 3 of those came from Canada. Now, before we got to Atlanta, frankly speaking, we had been working behind the scenes, coordinated by Dr. Eric, and we had come up with a 5-page affiliation protocol. This document now was like the document that kind of gives us a setting, a roadmap to follow with respect to ABC's affairs. Among very many issues that were stipulated in this document was that within 2 to 3 years, we would have set up a board of directors that would maintain and manage the affairs of ABC long term. But now, in the interim, before the board of directors could be put in place, we now have what we call the advisory team that is managing the affairs of ABC North America. Now, of which I'm coordinator of this advisory team. I'm privileged to be the coordinator of this advisory team. Now, the advisory team now is composed of presidents, association presidents, and their assistants who come together. We come together and we've been meeting ever since 2019, trying to put our heads together and continue the conversation on how to build ABC North America into the strong organization that we want it to be. So after 2019, 2020 and 21, as we all know, was swallowed up by COVID. But then
yes.
but then we regrouped in 2022 in Denver, Colorado, under the leadership of President Christian here present. And then from there, we moved over to Los Angeles in California in 2023 under the leadership of President Justine here present and Chairman Rodrigue Younger. And then we moved to, and then now 2024, we are now moving to Dallas to Dallas and under the leadership of President Nicola here present and Chairman Dr. Marius. Now, your next question was where do we stand today? Where do we stand today? Frankly speaking, in Denver, we had let me start with 2019. We had 20 associations in Denver. We had 25 associations in ABC North America. In Los Angeles, we had 31 associations, and as we are moving to Dallas with 37 associations. Yes,
impressive.
Canada and the rest are from the US. So we are growing steadily. We are growing steadily, and right now, as with respect to our affairs, we have 2 commissions at work as we speak. First of all, the first one is the website commission, which is, of course, generating and putting our website into place, ABC's website into place. And we also have the Constitutional Commission, which is also working to be able to draw up and let's establish a constitution for ABC long run. And so once this constitution document is established now, it will now replace our current affiliation protocol, which is like kind of I'll call it a skeletal constitution for now. We hope to complete both projects, these commissions, to complete their work by our next convention in Dallas, which is just around the corner. And also the affiliation protocol also stated that within 2 to 3 years we would establish sorry about that. We will establish a board of directors. We have now decided that it will be a 9-member board of directors who would be who will probably be installed in Dallas if we come up with that then, or very shortly thereafter. So Miranda, that is kind of the framework of ABC now, where we started and where we are moving. We are moving towards. Thank you very much.
Okay, we've been using the term ABC, but I would like you, in your own words, just explain what does the acronym ABC stand for?
Oh my God, I should have started with that, right?
That's okay. That's all right. You've given us so much.
ABC stands for All Bamileke Convention North America. Okay, thank you very much for that correction, please. Thank you very much.
No, of course. I mean, we use it's become our slang, but just for those who don't know, I think that coming from you, it was important for them to know what the acronym ABC stands for. Thank you so much, Mr. George.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So we will move on to Dr. Eric Jongwe, who is the initiator. So Dr. Jongwe, as the initiator and lead founder of the ABC movement, what inspired you? Please tell us what inspired you. How did the vision that you have transfer into the first convention that you led as chairman in Atlanta 2019?
Miran, thank you very much for the question. I think I'll use the same word that what I just said. Your questions are really loaded. And of course, I could use a whole day to just speak about this question. So I'm going to try my best in very few minutes and a few sentences to respond to them. What was my inspiration? My inspiration was to bring the Bamileke community together. I realized that being a very proud Bamileke, and I must mention I was born in Kimba, which is in the Anglophone, the southwest region of Cameroon. I always lived like a very proud Bamileke boy. Both of my parents are Bamileke. I saw the potentials of Bamilekes in Cameroon. Now, when I moved to the United States in 2003, I realized that Bamilekes within the Cameroonian community were not living up to my expectation. But what's so, I noticed a lot of division, a lot of infighting within the Bamileke community, which I thought was not very healthy for our community. So basically, If I may to use one word, what inspired me, it was a way to unite the Bamileke community so that we can start realizing our full potentials. Okay. Now, what was the vision? Because your question also talks about how did it translate? Before we arrived in Atlanta, there had to be some convincing. All of these people that you see here, I would say besides Justin, that was not the president then, but Brother George, well, also Nicolas, but Brother George and Marius was then the then president of Dallas, Rodrigue, and also Christian were among the people that I contacted. I thought it was good to do some work. So it took about a year just reaching out to people, trying to convince them. I did not want to bring people together that we did not really believe in the same thing. But so I had to reach out, first of all, research Bamileke associations, general Bamileke associations that were in the United States. I had to write those down with their websites, the president information, and I started reaching out one by one, trying to sell my vision to them. The vision was one, that as Bamilekes, we cannot know where we are going to if we don't know where we come from. We have to be able to recognize our heritage. So let's come together so that one, on an annual basis, we can promote, celebrate the proud Bamileke cultural heritage. That was the first thing that I'll tell everybody that I do. The second thing is, there is a lot of division within the community. By coming together, we could foster a spirit of unity and solidarity. That was very important for the Bamileke community to have. And the third and final point that I always pitch out to people when I call them generally is that coming together provides us an opportunity to network. Networking is one of the biggest deals in any community today. When you network, you can do developmental projects, you can do projects, you could do everything that we can as a community. There is no limit. And I always tell people, the Bamilekes are the Jews of Africa. We are the Chinese of Cameroon. We are everywhere. And there is no reason why Bamilekes in the United States, in Canada, North America as a whole, we could just be existing, doing our little things in our own corner, but without being able to one day carry out major issues, major change for our own lives here in North America, but also for our region in Cameroon. So one nice thing that I always want to also mention is no community leader that I called said no. And in fact, many of them,
wow,
yes, many of them had actually thought about this. They just did not know how to go about it, or they did not have the time and the energy to be able to call and convince people. So in reality, everybody loved the idea. And that is why many people took the risk. With Eric, Christian was able to convince his association, Brother George, Nicolas was there, Justin was there, Rodrigue convinced his association. They were going to a land of that they did not know. None of these people knew me before. But the way that we put the package together, we came on a forum that we created and started working. It was very convincing. And they said, this is something that is good for our community. Let's take this risk. When they came to Atlanta in 2019, they realized it was not just a phantom idea. It was something that was realistic. Everybody had a very nice time. And one thing that I want to mention before as I conclude here is the growth that we are seeing, the growth that Brother George is explaining, is something that we factored into our planning. It's something that we factored into our organization. When we started, I always told people, if 10 associations could come together in the first year, by the time we reach 10 years, there will be 100 associations. We'll be able to bring associations on board. And that has been happening. It has not been 10 every year, but it has been happening. We are growing steadily. As people learn about these ideas, they want to adhere to the idea. And to be honest, I don't think there's anything as good as ABC that has happened to the Bamileke people in North America. And the best is yet to come because we are just in the founding stages here. Thank you very much.
Wow, that is impressive. And if I may I just want you to correct me if I'm wrong. We have some Canada associations. That's why it's North America and not just America, right?
You are absolutely right. And I want to say when we started in 2019, it was all Bamileke Convention USA. That is how we started because the original plan was to bring together the Bamileke associations in the United States. But as I continue to research associations, I realized that they were associating Bamileke associations in Canada. I reached out to some of them, Eric Queno, Dr. Dorette Kemfak, and also Carven of Calgary. So I reached out to them. So they were all participating in this thing, but they came on board after the adoption of the affiliation protocol. So even when we adopted the affiliation protocol, the work did not stop. We continued working. So by the time we actually went to, people came to Atlanta, there were already 3 associations from Canada on board. And President Dorette Kemfak was actually there to represent Canada in Atlanta. So after the Atlanta convention, there was discussion that ABC is no longer just a US affair. ABC is now an American affair. So, and that is how that name was changed from ABC USA to ABC North America. And I think we really have to give credit to President Dorette Kemfak for her involvement, her dedication to ABC, that actually helped to also transform this association in that direction.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. John Gray. Carlos,
Alors,
we've had some loaded information here.
Yeah, of course. Alors, après donc avoir écouté Eric, je vais dire que je vais poser la question suivante maintenant à Christian Tagne. Christian Tagne qui est le président de BINAM, Colorado, mais surtout qui est le chairman de Denver 2022. Alors, Eric vient de dire que la ABC a commencé en 2019, c'était censé être chaque année. Sauf qu'après 2019, le Covid a hit et du coup, tout s'est arrêté. Alors, quel a été votre plus grand challenge au retour, justement, après le Covid? Quel était le plus grand challenge que vous avez surmonté après donc ce Covid?
Oui, Carlos, je dirais, s'il fallait dire que l'organisation de la convention de 2022 était facile, ce serait incorrect de ma part. Ce serait aussi incorrect de dire que toute organisation, en fait, est facile. Ça demande beaucoup sur le plan personnel et ensemble, quoi. Donc, la particularité de la convention de 2022 est qu'elle est arrivée post-Covid, après le Covid. Nous sortions d'une période d'inertie, si je peux le dire, parce qu'on était tous limités. On ne pouvait se rencontrer, on ne pouvait se voir, on ne pouvait maintenir la même flamme qu'on avait dès le départ. Donc, ça n'a vraiment pas été facile. On a rencontré beaucoup de challenges. Et ce que je retiens en ce moment, je dirais d'abord sur le plan financier, vous savez. La COVID, la pandémie a affecté beaucoup d'entre nous sur le plan financier. Donc, il a été vraiment difficile pour beaucoup d'entre nous de s'investir pour cette convention, de se déplacer et autres. Ajouté à cela, il y avait la peur. La peur parce qu'on sortait d'une pandémie et les gens avaient peur de se rencontrer. Les gens ne savaient s'ils étaient prêts à se rencontrer. Donc, de ce côté-là, il y avait un peu d'hésitation venant de beaucoup des membres, localement et aussi sur le plan national et international. Et pour finir, cette inertie que nous avons eue, elle a réduit la motivation, ce que j'appellerais engagement, que nous avions entre nous. Notre association localement, nous ne pouvions nous rencontrer. Toutes nos réunions étaient sur Zoom. Donc, cette chaleur familiale avait beaucoup baissé. Et même sur le plan, ce qui est bien quand même, c'est que sur le plan national, j'ai eu la chance d'avoir des leaders. Certains sont présents ici, certains ne sont pas présents. Mais ils ont maintenu cette cadence. On continuait à avoir des réunions très souvent. On avait un objectif et on s'est rassuré de rester sur le chemin. Donc, je dirais que tout a été possible grâce au support que nous avons reçu. Non seulement moi, non seulement mon équipe, mais mon association. Tout a été possible grâce au support que nous avons reçu de tous ces leaders. Je n'ai jamais été fier d'être leader d'une association comme je l'ai été à cette période-là. Parce que nous étions vraiment unis, nous sommes fixés un objectif et peu importe les challenges, nous devions arriver à dépasser la ligne d'arrivée. Donc, ces gens que vous voyez présents ici et qui ne sont pas présents, ils ont vraiment été d'un très grand apport. Que ce soit les conseils, que ce soit sur le plan organisationnel, le planning, ils étaient présents. Si tu appelles Georges à minuit, il va décrocher le téléphone. Pareil pour Eric, pareil pour Justin et tout le reste. Et aussi localement, je vais finir avec ça encore. Binam Colorado, mes membres, vraiment, ils ont assuré, si je peux le dire, parce que tout a été possible, parce que chacun d'entre nous, individuellement, nous nous sommes vraiment investis. Donc, je dirais, vous voyez vous-même comment les choses vont aujourd'hui, l'enthousiasme que nous avons tous, nous sommes tous enthousiastes en ce qui concerne cette convention, ça a été présent. C'est quelque chose, on avait peur, on pensait devrait disparaître, mais ce n'est pas parti et c'est ce qui nous a vraiment permis de faire de cet événement de 2022 un succès total.
Alors, avant de passer à quelqu'un d'autre, vous pouvez nous définir BINAM, ça a une signification, c'est l'abréviation de quoi BINAM, ceux qui nous regardent.
Je dirais Binam, c'est le coucher du soleil. Le soleil se lève à l'est et se couche à l'ouest. Donc, Binam, ce sont les ressortissants de l'ouest.
Parfait. Alors, merci. On va écouter maintenant le président Justin Gemtio. Il est le président de la CALBA. La CALBA, c'est la California Bamileke Association. Alors, président, on sait que la ABC LA 2003, l'année passée, s'est beaucoup inspirée des deux premières éditions, à savoir 2019 et puis 2022. Et d'ailleurs, la ABC LA 2023 est considérée jusqu'aujourd'hui comme celle qui a mobilisé le plus la communauté. Voilà. Quelle était la stratégie mise sur pied pour atteindre cet objectif? Je rappelle que le chairman, Dr. Rodrigo Yonga, qui est sur le panel avec nous, était justement le chairman de la ABCLA. Quelle était la stratégie que vous avez mise sur pied, n'est-ce pas, pour atteindre cette grande mobilisation de la communauté?
Merci, Carlos. Un événement est considéré réussi lorsqu'il atteint ses objectifs, répond ou dépasse les attentes de ses participants et invités. Nous avons dû définir nos objectifs pour ABC LA 2023. Nous avons établi des paramètres qui nous ont aidés à évaluer et à voir notre ordre de progression. Tout d'abord, je dirais les détails clés de notre événement, tels que l'ordre du jour, le calendrier, le lieu et tout autre changement ou mise à jour par les participants. Également, en nous, comme tu l'as si bien dit, en nous inspirant de Atlanta 2019 et Denver 2022, nous avons dû faire beaucoup de choses, car il s'agit de sensibiliser et de susciter l'intérêt pour ABCLA 2023 avant qu'il n'y ait lieu, pour attirer les participants, les sponsors, en utilisant différents types d'outils publicitaires, tels que les réseaux sociaux, la couverture médiatique et so on. Ainsi, en faisant la publicité de notre événement, nous avons pu attirer non seulement un public plus large, mais aussi des sponsors et des personnes de cultures diverses. Sans oublier que c'était l'occasion pour plusieurs personnes d'en profiter pour visiter la ville de Los Angeles. Mais malheureusement, nous n'avons pas pu accueillir au-delà de la capacité de la salle, car nous avons été victimes de notre propre succès. Je pense qu'en gros, c'était un peu cela, quoi.
D'accord, très bien, Miranda.
OK. Well, merci. C'est beaucoup d'informations. C'est très intéressant. Je suis sûre que nous, Carlos, je crois que toi comme moi, on apprend beaucoup. Moi, je suis en train d'apprendre, je suis en train de m'éduquer aussi hein, sur ce qu'est ABC. C'est vraiment grand, c'est vraiment large. Bon, Dr. Yonga, something happened with LA 2023. Before in Atlanta, we had LA 2023 was the first time that we had a chairman, a president of an association, and a chairman. So with that innovation in LA, how did you manage to make the collaboration work, and what are the lessons that you can pass on to Dallas? Because Dallas, I want to believe that Dallas copied from LA, and they have a chairperson and a president for the convention.
Yes, Miran. How did it happen for us to have president and a chairman in LA. I was coming to the end of my tenure, and President Justin was coming in as the new president, and he deemed necessary to honor me and let me continue as the chairman of the convention in LA. So all credit to him and the association that tapped me to be the chairman of that convention. And as the previous people who spoke before me said, and mostly the coordinator, Josh Nguania, and the former president, Dr. Eric, ABC is an opportunity for us to showcase who the Bamileke people are and to truly show the unity that we're trying to foster among the Bamileke people here in North America. And keeping that in mind, we understood that even though we are different individuals and different leaders, it was important to set aside all differences, all type of misunderstanding that we may have, to focus on the task that we had at hand, which was to continue to build the association on the basis that we started with in Atlanta and then in Denver, and also to showcase what LA is about. Like I said during my speech, you know, in LA, we don't follow. We either innovate or we start new things. And basically that's something new that we started. And luckily, Dallas is picking up on the same pace. And I know if I have to give a message to Dallas is that, you know, keep in mind that we are building something bigger than us. We have a task at hand that is not about us, it's not about our leadership, but we're trying to leave something to the next generation. We're trying to build something that everyone is watching around the world to see how it's going. So let's set aside any difference that we may have as individuals or as leaders and understand that we are building a strong association that will pass on to the next generation and the future generation. So ABC and Dallas, this is your time to shine, as I usually tell my students. So make it be a great moment. And again, leave aside anything that can divide you and make it a unique opportunity for ABC to grow and get better. Thank you.
On va poser donc la question à notre dernier panel qui est là. Il s'agit de Nicolas Kepse. Il est le président de la FABA Dallas. C'est quoi la FABA déjà pour commencer?
Ok, merci Carlos, merci Miranda, merci à tous les présidents ici présents. Déjà, grand merci une fois de plus pour l'opportunité que vous nous accordez ce soir. La FABA, c'est la famille Bamileke de Dallas DFW, dont j'ai l'honneur d'être président cette année.
Ma question maintenant. Alors, maintenant qu'on connaît donc ce que c'est que la FABA, on se souvient qu'à la ABC Los Angeles l'année dernière, c'est vous qui avez solennellement pris le bâton de commandement pour l'organisation de 2024. Et on se souvient aussi que pendant votre première prise de parole, vous avez promis que la ABC de Dallas 2024 sera non seulement plus grand que la ABC de Los Angeles, mais aussi mieux. Vous l'avez dit. Alors, maintenant, qu'est-ce que vous êtes en train de faire actuellement? Quelle est la stratégie que vous avez mise sur pied actuellement pour atteindre cet objectif? Déjà, est-ce que vous maintenez cette promesse?
Merci beaucoup, Carlos. Oui, je vais commencer par dire oui, nous maintenons cette promesse. Et je veux d'abord commencer par remercier le chairman de l'organisation qui n'est pas ici avec nous aujourd'hui pour tout le travail qu'il a là-bas et pour tous les membres de la FABA Dallas pour tout le travail qu'ils ont accompli parce que dès le jour où nous sommes rentrés de Los Angeles, tous les membres, je dis bien tous les membres, nous sommes réunis et on s'est décidé que nous allions donner à ABC 2024 le meilleur que nous puissions le faire. Déjà, je veux le signaler d'abord que depuis la création de ABC en 2019, nous avions toujours répondu présent et en nombre. Nous sommes vraiment très contents de cette canal qui a commencé et nous sommes très contents que cette année, pour une fois, Dallas doit recevoir ses frères et sœurs ici, là, présents à Dallas. Et comme j'ai annoncé à LA, cette convention de cette année doit être précise et ça va beaucoup se focaliser sur nos enfants. Et c'est donc la raison pour laquelle j'ai donné l'ordre à mon président d'organisation d'incorporer les enfants dans toutes les activités. Et j'invite ainsi, à travers cette communication, tous les parents qui ont des enfants qui peuvent répondre à toute activité. Je ne voudrais pas faire de cela juste les enfants de Dallas. Parce que, quel que soit où tu te trouves, nous sommes tous des enfants bamileke. Et j'invite tous les parents à faire venir leurs enfants et qu'ensemble, on puisse faire de cette année, pas la convention seulement des adultes comme on a toujours l'habitude de faire, mais la convention de tout le monde, inclure les enfants. Et du côté de préparatif, une fois de plus, j'aurais souhaité que mon président d'organisation soit ici là pour plus donner les détails, mais en ce qui concerne l'organisation se passe très, très bien. Nous avions créé des différents groupes pour s'occuper des différentes tâches et à présent, tout est dans le mieux que nous puissions le dire.
Ne vous inquiétez pas pour votre chairman, le docteur Marius Feguin. On est bien en contact avec lui. Il n'est pas là, c'est à dessein. On fera une autre production et on promet à ceux qui nous regardent, il y aura une autre production avec donc, le chairman et le comité technique d'organisation.
I am honored to have been here and I would like to give an opportunity to each and every one of you. Si vous pouviez dire une seule chose, que direz-vous? Vous avez... on va commencer par notre founder, Dr. Eric. If you had just one thing to say to everybody that has watched so far.
Yes. One thing I would say definitely is ABC might have started as an idea. I think today we all recognize that it is a movement. I want every Bamileke that will watch this video to recognize that ABC does not belong to any group of people. It doesn't belong to any individual. It doesn't belong to any association. ABC is a community movement. It belongs to every Bamileke. If there is a Bamileke association out there that has been hesitant, I want them to understand ABC is not a centralized organization that takes away power from local associations. No, ABC has an inter-organizational relationship. So associations function the way they do, and they adhere to the principles and the values of ABC so that together we can move our community forward. So they're using this opportunity to invite all Bamilekes to always make sure they put the ABC convention on their calendar annually, but also to associations and community leaders that they have to make sure they bring their groups and that they are part of this movement. Thank you.
Monsieur Christian.
Yeah, so what I would say is, Nicola, you promised this is going to be bigger and better. Yeah. We are going to show up. We will show up and we will help you. I promise we will help you make of it a bigger and better event. And whoever comes after you, hopefully it will be even bigger because this is a movement. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. John.
Once again, let me just say what an honor it has been for us to be here today. Let me continue the language of Dr. Eric, who is saying that, I mean, we're inviting everybody to come into our vision and be part of it, okay? Permit me to read from our preamble, from the preamble of our Constitution, okay? It reads, let me read. We, the Bamileke people of North America, in the pursuit of unity, cultural vibrancy, and collective progress, stand resolute in our endeavor to establish a dynamic and indivisible organization under the esteemed banner of All Bamileke Convention North America. Mindful of our rich heritage, we commit ourselves to the noble cause of promoting the Bamileke culture, fostering robust networks of solidarity among our members, advancing the socio-economic standing of the Bamileke people, and safeguarding the enduring values that define our identity. With unwavering determination, we embark on this journey to cultivate a legacy that echoes the resilience, traditions, and aspirations of the Bamileke people. we pledge our commitment to a brighter future where our unity thrives, our culture flourishes, and our collective impact resonates far and wide. That's the preamble from our constitution, okay? Which just goes to say that, frankly speaking, we are inviting all sons and daughters of the Bamileke tribe to wherever they are in North America, please, through your local associations, come and join us and let's continue this conversation. And where best to continue this conversation than in Dallas during our upcoming convention, which is taking place at the end of August, beginning of September. So please, I'm inviting everyone, all daughters and sons of the Bamileke region and friends and well-wishers, please let us meet in Dallas and continue this conversation. Thank you very much. Nicolas.
Okay. For the plus, merci for the plus. I just want to thank again for the opportunity and say this once again. La FABA is ready to host all his brothers and sisters, fathers, mothers that are coming from all over the place. So that's why this year we made sure that we had a hall that with a capacity of 1,200 people. And for once again, this year, we are hosting our children free. So don't be afraid and leave your child behind because of the money. No, children this year are going to be free. And also, I'm counting on all our president, the president of our ABC, to help us because this is a learning lesson. None of us, we La FABA, we took this hosting, not because we have experience, but because we learned from the past, and we are hoping that together we can be able to make this happen. I thank you again, Mr. Carlos and Miranda, for the opportunity, and I hope that I see you all here in Dallas in August. Thank you all.
Dr. Rodrigo.
Thank you, Carlos, and thank you, Miran, and thank you, fellow panelists, one more time. And I just want to add on what has been said already. We started this as a little seed in Dr. Eric's mind, and we planted it in Atlanta. It's been growing. We've followed the path in Denver, in LA, and it's taking shape in Dallas this year. And our hope is that it sprouts and grows into a baobab tree that we would like to see, shelter all the Bamileke sons and daughters across the world, not only in North America. It started here, and our hope is that it sprouts into baobab tree for everyone, all Bamilekes across the world. Thank you.
Avant de prendre Justin, qui va être le dernier à prendre la parole, je voudrais rapidement présenter, comme je le fais dans mes émissions, cet ouvrage. Dr. Roger Yonga qui vient de parler, La force du divorce, c'est disponible, ça vient de sortir, à peu près 90 pages qui vous parlent du divorce en Amérique. Voilà, pour la grande communauté. Président Justin, ton mot de fin.
Oh, thank you all. Let me reiterate one more time what others have said. We believe Atlanta, Denver, and Los Angeles have created a path for Dallas to deliver the best convention, because that's one of our goal to improve every year. Thank you again.
Merci à tous, merci à toutes, merci pour tout.
Merci.
On était très heureux d'être
Merci.
là. Miran, il y aura vos fleurs pour la fin. Merci.
Thank you, gentlemen. This was very good information. Mr. Nicholas, we're coming. In your words, in Dallas, it will be bigger and better. So we're going to stand on that, and we're inviting everybody to meet us in Dallas from August 31st to September, is it September 2nd?
Second.
Yes.
September 2nd of 2024. We will all be in Dallas. So we will see you there. We hope to see you there. Thank you so much.
To see you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye for now.